리하. 안녕하세요. 어서오세요. Hello, everyone. The award winning streamer, Real Leaf here. Johnny PD, ha. I updated the encoder settings, so hopefully it's better today. I got a feeling that ARC encoder is a little buggy. So yeah, I swapped things around. Hopefully it should be better. Maybe I should test it before I go start playing 14, you know? Stress tested using Oblivion again. Gosh, that was terrible yesterday. No need to be scared. If anything goes wrong, the stream will just crash with no survivors. That's okay. NEA's eternal. Yesterday's ride was a wild one. Gosh, that was terrible. Yum. Well, I guess actually 14 is pretty... It's one of the games that tend to overload the encoder, so we'll see in 14. Using 14. Also, this BGM is so nostalgic, what the heck? I used to use this a lot before I got my own BGM. Was it GPU load or CPU? The encoders were, I think, just confused. I think the encoders were just getting confused. Even though the workload wasn't that much, they're like, oh no, we have so much work, we can't do this. Oh, sorry. Stream's not over yet. I misclicked. Game capture. The old intro song. Which one is that? Old intro song. Isn't it the same one as right now? I'm pretty sure it's the same one. Yeah, my bad. That was a misclick. What? No, you go listen to my VODs. I'm pretty sure I never... Wait, did I? No. I did it. It has a bouncy hip-hop beat and it's flippy bloopy. I could have the melody. Wait, why do I not remember this? Why do you remember this better than I do? I'll have to go listen to my VODs later. It might be from the other channel. I don't know what the other channel is. Ahem. But yeah, I think that one had a different BGM. I don't know what the other channel is, but yes, that channel. Yeah. That's because the accident was. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, I figured out, I think I know why I was getting nauseous playing some game. I'm looking at my monitor's OSD right now for display info. It shows like, you know, the resolution, the frame rate, or not the frame rate, the refresh rate, and color, bit depth, and all that. And I'm looking at my refresh rate with the VRR on. It is spazzing out between 120 FPS or 120 Hertz and 240 Hertz. Something is going wrong, terribly wrong here with VRR. And it's super choppy, even though the game's running at like 120 FPS. And I think this is a cause of the nausea. Just lock it to 120. Yeah, I'm gonna disable VR. Hopefully that doesn't kill the stream, because that's gonna change my video output, and I'm hoping that doesn't cause a series of a chain reaction of video driver crash or something. Just lock it to 24 Hertz. Alright, here we go. Disabling VRR. Nothing crashed, right? Stream's working? Stream's working. Ah, that looks so much better. So much smoother. Anyway, RVD ha, PSUD ha. Finally, I can do this one. I'm hungry. I just had a dinner, but it was very light. It was laver. Kinda pickled, not really. Laver with it's a type of a seaweed. Actually, it's nori. Nori, but without the processing. You know how nori's like dried, chopped up, and made into a sheet? Well, laver is the base plant seaweed. And yeah, I had that. Fresh laver with or rehydrated laver with a bit of soy sauce, bit of hot sauce. So this is just weed, no seaweed. No, seaweed. Hot sauce, vinegar, and I boiled a pack of ramen, but without any of the seasoning. So I just did the ramen noodle. Instant ramen noodle. Dumped it into the thing of laver. It had quite a bit of liquid from the rehydrating. Well, no, I rehydrated it and washed it a few times. Because sometimes you get like seashells and stuff in there, so you want to wash it. Rinse it out. Rehydrated laver. Laver. L-A-V-E-R. Hold on, let me check this. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Laver. Maybe it's not what it's called. Hold on. Nori. Wait, never mind. Nori is not the same. Nori is not the same. 미역 뭐야, 미역. 영어로. Lever? Lever? Let's see. No, that's a freaking lever. Oh my goodness, what am I thinking of? 미역. Wakame is a species of kelp native to cold, temperate coasts of Northwest Pacific Ocean as an edible seaweed. It has a subtly sweet but distinctive strong flavor and satiny texture. It is most often served in soups and salads. Wakame. In English, it can also be called sea mustard. Hiyashi wakame. Well, yeah, kind of like hiyashi wakame, but with a lot more of the water. What is the word that I was thinking of then? I'm pretty sure there was like a seaweed called laver or something. All Riel wanted was give muddied water to hardworking NE peasants. Huh? NE doesn't have peasants. Her name, ghost town, name, red labor species? Okay, laver is a seaweed. Just not... Okay, no. Got it. Laver is nori, yes. Laver is nori, but what I had was different. What I had was, yeah, what's it called? I already forgot. Wakame. Anyway, it was cold ramen salad, and it was pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, that aside, let's do our thing. Yes. I was playing a bit of, actually, no, I wasn't even playing. Oh no! Frame drop! Frame drop! I'm gonna lock it to 90. 60 is like way too slow. I had it locked to 120. I thought that'd be enough, but apparently not. There, 90 is working great. Perfect. Actually, maybe I'll make it 80? 90? Stream's fine, right? Stream's working great. Looks great. 인텔 GPU를 산 죗값이라뇨. 뭔 소리예요. Stream's okay, good. I have a bit of a problem. Actually, no, I can do it here. Hold on. $60 if you want the stream to look smooth and frame-packed. I'll turn down the settings and lock it to 120 then. I'd rather do that. Actually, I'm playing using a controller, so maybe it'll be fine. But before that, I'm gonna load my character settings first. Where? Oh, there we go. Download. Preparing download. This is from like half a year ago, so it's still gonna be dated, but it's not gonna be as bad as the other one, I guess. Am I missing any skills? Oh yeah, also turning down the settings. I don't know what... also, okay. This is a weird thing. I don't know why the GPU shader cores being fully loaded affects the encoders. Because I'm pretty sure those are separate parts of the chip. Another warrior Diha. Maybe I can turn down the look crunchy. Alright, let's see if 120 FPS works. Or is it OBS itself needing to capture a composite? It said skipped frames due to encoding lag. On OBS end. Not sure if it was lying to me. Okay, it's 120 FPS now. Is OBS dying? Seems okay. Turning down to... oh? Game's not able to hit 120 FPS though. Typing the frames to the encoder. Yeah, maybe. Okay, game's not hitting 120, but... it seems okay. Let's turn down a couple more settings. Should be good. Ooh, that feels so smooth. Stream looks okay. Not able to hit that 120 FPS though. Interesting. Dare I try the potato mode? Maximum potato mode. We need path tracing with mega geometry. Yeah, interesting, even this is running pretty poorly. What's going on? Always enabled. 이렇게 스탯 집착하는 얘를 보니 어렸을 때 로봇 애니에서 보던 싱크를 100%, 120% 돌파던 오퍼레이터들이 진짜였군요. 그런가? Completely unrelated goodbye Skype. Did Skype die? 100,000 triangles just for Alphino's asshole gay. Yeah, that looks so crunchy. Ew. Oh gosh, I'm getting frame drops. Oh gosh, the frame drops. How about now? Oh, better, better. That's better. Not going much beyond 90 anyway. Let's see how it looks again at 90. Yeah, that does look a little choppy, huh? Turn the 3D viewport resolution to the lowest. I want to see it in 11 mode. Alright, hold on. Let me try 60. It's so slow. Oh, well, at least it runs. Alright, let's go. Where was I? 저 상단의 숫자 조금 떨어진다고 세상이 조각나는 것만큼 호들갑 떠는 건 오퍼레이터랑 주식쟁이들밖에 없음. 아니야. 방송이 떨어지면 방송 화질이 안 좋아진단 말이야. 화질이 아니고 송출 상태가. The 60 FPS capture is choppy anyway. I'm doing captures of Wuthering Way because reasons. And I noticed that I had to set my monitor refresh to 60 to get good 60 FPS captures. Oh no. Yeah, it's because of the mount is Cloud's motorbike. Let's listen to the location BGM. Much better. Much more appropriate. Anyway, the dinner ahead was good, but it wasn't quite filling. I might have to go get more food during the stream. In the middle of the stream. Big Mac. 구름이 구루루루. 안녕하세요. Finally made it to your stream. Yay, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Bring me some too. I only added coffee. That does not sound healthy. Get more alcohol? No. Actually, I do have alcohol. And I kind of want it, but no. I feel doubly sleepy if I do that. I mean, I could pair it with a smoke, you know. Nah. Ahem. We'll begin our search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. The first location is Forum Soleus, a park to the northwest of the station. You're to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. Yo, this girl has been standing here since before the stream. Like I logged in the game like 3 hours ago to do some setup. And she was standing at this exact spot. And she's still standing here. Doesn't even show AFK icon on her. What the heck's going on? Busy IRL. But usually that would put on an AFK icon on her. This thing, away from keyboard, this icon here. Maybe our setting's weird. So, this is a park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. Wow, that sounds very reasonable for an empire that is literally wreaking havoc on the entire continent. They left the remote work mouse jiggler on. Is this coming from first-hand experience? This park was named after the founding father of the empire, the great Solus Zos Galvus. Did we come to extract sterlium from the wrecked Magitech armor? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the machina in the vicinity. But as our sterlium has been stolen, we must scour the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time in case something has been overlooked. I see, then with your permission we will commence the search. I think Alfino's Ahoge has at least like... +16 polygons. You're guessing 14? Yeah, I mean around there sounds about right. Though rather small by Garlean standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant's stall. Perhaps it is built for children to play at shopkeeper. There's nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by sterlium. Oh yeah, this is actually such a reasonable line. A healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. In a walkable neighborhood right next to the houses. Oh hey, there's the ether current. I added that bit about walkable neighborhood, but it is right next to the houses. It's the award-winning triangle count, whether it be Ahoge or grapes. Final Fantasy XIV triangles. Map of Forum Stolius. Several points of interest are marked on the map of Forum Stolius. The pond, children's play areas, To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. I was watching a YouTube channel yesterday, about music composition. And they make it look so easy. I totally forgot to mark down a date for make music number 5 this week. Who knows, maybe tomorrow. Don't count on it, but maybe tomorrow. A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum. As Eorzea said, children slide. I think the characters in game move at a consistent speed. Or, sorry, rather, consistent velocity along the x-axis. So whether they're climbing or not. In the x velocity is the same. So when they're climbing, their speed increases so much. Alright, inspecting this slide for some oil, I mean magic oil. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations, but on closer inspection it appears to be no more than a children's slide. I think Wool is like PTSD'd from Imperial War Machines. Now that she thinks a slide structure looks like a war machine. Hello? Oh, it's you. Any luck? There's no sign of ceruleum. Any ceruleum. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help noticing you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? What? Yes, I mean, no, it's just, I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over, but like all other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. Would have stayed here. Would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done every time. And every time when we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our deaths walking around like that. Ah yes, the deadly Imperial cold. The pond was heated. Was a ceruleum-powered heater by chance? I suppose it must have been. Come to think of it, I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath a hatch. But that was a long time ago, when the water still flowed clear and wasn't this brackish muck. We can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. Was the machinery most likely broken? The amount of filth in there is probably the only reason it hasn't frozen over. I'd wager it's still unbearably cold though. Eolus, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Garlean would jump out of their skin if they saw it, but the first has a few foreign signifieri and medici, so it doesn't scare me. Fantasy ha! So what's the premise of this place in a nutshell? Is this an evil warmongering state? Well, this is the capital city of the Garlemald Empire, which has been the main protagonist throughout the entire story, except for during a brief time in Shadowbringers. Then I take it you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphino, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of air fire should do the trick. Bloody ha! Leave it to me. And the reason the Empire, or Garlemald, is in this state is because the Crown Prince, Zenas, our friend, the blonde boy who always calls me his friend, decided to team up with an Ashian, create a gigantic primal-like thing to control Garleans and turn them into a murderous zombies, basically. For the murderous zombies. So Garlemald turned to ash overnight. If only Zenas was able to go to the first, we'd achieve world peace. What, locked Zenas in the first? Is that what the train of thought is? You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. That tank isn't going to fetch itself. It's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed sterlium from a frozen lake like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park, and we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. So, fancy a dip? A little friendly competition might make the things interesting. The last thing we need is you catching a cold. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. That way we'll find it in no time. That's kind of dirty, so, The last thing we need is you catching a cold. The deadly imperial cold. If you're that concerned for my well-being, you can dive in and help me along. The quicker we find that sterlium, the sooner we can get out of here. This BGM's so good. Alright, we better get changed because I don't want my shoes getting wet. No, my coat's getting wet. There we go. Point of interest. You delve into the murky water but come up empty-handed. You add injury to insult. The icy wind on your damp clothing chills you to the bone. What damp clothing? Chill to the bone. Curse of wet socks. Huh? No, I took my socks off. You delve into the murky water but come up empty-handed. Oh, this one's taking a while. Maybe this is it. Nope. It's this one. I knew it. I should have just gone for the last one. Beneath the water, your fingers catch on what you think might be a handle. Nod. Wow, we haven't got a good wall nod yet in Endwalker. You open the hatch and retrieve a ceruleum tank. Da-da-da-da-dun-da-dun-da-da. Stop posing and get to the fire. However, your grand discovery comes at a great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and a rancid odor emanating from every ilm of your body. Eolus will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver to him your prize. That's okay, I'm like not wearing anything right now. That's getting wet. Did you find anything? I hope you did. That's it. And there's still some ceruleum left. The fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give off no hand. I think the better option might be just running to the shelter again. Call me an Aldahan because by fire I am reborn. And my clothes are mostly dry now, too. I appreciate you recovering this early, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss a plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still envoys deserving protection. If you were to die on my watch, he would be most displeased. Your concerns duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Eorzea, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did, not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. Is that phrased a little funny? Am I just reading it funny? My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. He was awarded an estate. I don't know. What do I know? We live well, better than many. He was assumed, I guess. Yeah, it does sound weird. But I guess, you know, it's like speaking colloquial language. What is Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat and sitting down for a hot meal with family. Visiting friends and relatives, receiving the same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the streets, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song, of happiness. And although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite the ice would melt and the forgotten grass make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we'd climb to the top of the tallest building and we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubbles, those friends dead, and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had, soon our chance will come. We just need to hold out a little longer. A provincial legion, the 10th legion or something, down from the province is supposed to come up here to the capital to help, but we'll see how that goes. I can put my actual clothing on. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park. Wait, haven't I looked up how that's pronounced? Was it Escapits? I can't remember. I've forgotten already. Speak with Eolus. As you can see, this place is littered with remnants of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already covered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, and the time being now. Rather than prize them apart, piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I'd advise you to stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering though, you should check the machine's cerulean gauge to see if there's any left. It should still provide an accurate reading, even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. If you need more, come to me. Yay, explosives! I like explosives. According to the cerulean gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. The cerulean gauge on this unit appears to have been broken, giving you no way to determine how much fuel this tank may hold. I'm not gonna use it because this one's right next to the starting point and I'm sure this one's empty. That's just how game devs roll. When will Real hide the elemental gauge expanded to... Does that bother you? I've hidden it, there you go. The cerulean gauge on this unit appears to have been broken. This one might have something. No, this one probably doesn't have any. I changed my mind real quick. It does. It does bother you, or you think the unit had cerulean left? I don't remember which ones had cerulean remaining. Oh, it bothers you greatly. The cerulean gauge on this one appears to have been broken. Let's try this one. You retrieve the War Machina's cerulean tank to find it is still half full, or half empty depending on one's perspective. Either way, Eorzea will surely be pleased by your discovery. Much tensai. Oh, I was just looking for one of them. Easy. More explosives. Wait, is that what I think it is? Yes, it is what you think it is. Not only did this tank survive the attack that disabled the War Machina, in which it was installed, it also escaped the blast of your explosive unscathed. If medals for outstanding service were awarded to inanimate objects, this champion among cerulean tanks would surely deserve one. I like how the flavor text is like appropriate for this tank. You've done it again! Truly luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Eorzea and Alphino are faring. 두리번.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
No! English dub! I forgot to change the language. 언어 바꾸는 걸 까먹었어.
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
Sankard here. The curse of English.
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance.
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia... Oh, they call her Lucia in English. Pretty sure her name's Lucia in Japanese. A very special real stream. The voices don't sound bad either. I mean, it's fine. I just much prefer, you know. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Nakamura... No, I'm cursed! I can't remember Thankard's VA's name. Nakamura Yuichi, I think. Nakamura Yuichi.
We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place.
Hey, Real's memories, I eated it. My bad.
Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
Tell you everything.
The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise.
They call him Legatus? Is that how you say it? I thought it was a Legatus. Legatus. Legion. Legatus. Legion. Legatus. Legat. I guess that does make sense. Legion. Legio. Legion. Legatus. Legatus mime. I don't get that one. Is that Ligma? Can't wait for the Royale. Riley one. That is Ligma.
This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel.
Oh yeah, it is the 10th Legion. Oh, and they're gonna attack the Tower of Babel.
An interesting development. And perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news. But it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Whatever demands? Sankard, how could you say that to me?
It'll all be over soon. Until then.
They had not gone far.
Oh no, Yulis's English voicing.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
Alice's voice sounds so deep for her stature.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
She's like 150. No, it's not over yet. I was gonna change it. Why?
Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Yes, yes, yes. Our Brit in Siberia friend. Siberian Brit friend. I'm suddenly remembering Xenoblade 1 and 2 was the British dubs.
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile.
For savages, they seem positively docile. British? Nah, bro, those are Welsh. Excuse me, the Wales is part of the British Isles. The Canada of Britain.
It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
The armor? Not the heater.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us.
What is a 10th here?
My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
You know, at least these are just shock colors, not like it'll blow your neck off or something. Maybe that's just too much for 14. Quick, we need a potato cutscene for cringe maxing. Yo, we need Pippin's deep voice here.
What does he mean by that?
Or you, Hase.
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th is another question.
Well, after they join with the 10th is another question. Alphino sounds okay. I like Alphino.
Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
Finished your war, Council?
War Council.
Alphino and Eorzea to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil.
Withdrawn from Garlean soil.
Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
At a separate location.
everything we've said and done. This is how you treat us.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
Not the Shaw color.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else.
Do not press the button.
Demands the Guardians make, indulge them.
Everything will be alright. Have faith.
Get them out of here.
Where's Tataru? She is required. I mean, we can always go back and watch an old cutscene or something. But before that, I'm gonna change my voice to Japanese so we won't be hearing that. If I can remember where the heck that is. Hey. Let's change that. Other settings, I think. Cutscene audio. Nihongo. English Tataru and Nanamo. No. Tataru, we should always sound like this, desu. Alphina and Eorzea will be fine, providing they don't resist. Wait! Didn't we have this? Quest name before? Alea Iacta Est. The Dice 7 cast. You'll accompany me back to your camp, where I'll meet with your leader and present Lord Quintus's demands. Before we depart, however, there is something I would ask of you. Assuming your contingent complies, the supplies they surrender will need to be transported here. That task falls to legionaries Marcellinus and Octavia, who will pilot Meshtech armor to your headquarters. You are to inform them that they are leaving shortly. Tell them to ask the Eel for further details in those words. Once you've seen to that, meet me by the exit. Alea Iacta Est. Maybe I'm just thinking of Armored Core or something. You again. Ask the eel, he said. The die is cast. It is. I heard it recently. I think it was actually from someone else's stream. Maybe it was Rhinus' stream. And I don't think he was playing 14 or nor armor core. So that's to be the way of it after all this. How ironic that you should be the one to deliver the news. If those are my orders, then so be it. For the glory of Garlemald. Funny how they're getting me to deliver this news. What do you want with me? As the eel, the Lord Quintus has reached a decision. I knew he would understand, that he would recognize a savage is a ruthless, merciless creature, and to defeat him, we too must be uncompromising. Rannis mentioned it was probably blasphemous. Blasphemous. I don't even remember what kind of game that is. Did I watch that stream? I am ready. In the name of the Emperor Varys, in the name of Emperor Varys, for the glory of Garlemald, I will fulfill my duty. Metrovania. Oh, I don't remember it. Well, time to go see how the Garleans get their asses whooped by the Elzabard contingent. In the style of old world Gothic Spanish. Have you done as instructed? Duties involve more than the transportation of supplies, don't they? Duty is rarely a simple thing. We have been given additional orders, though whether we will be required to follow them depends entirely on your contingent. You and I are laid to this together now, like it or not. Oh wait, you and I are in this together now. Like it or not, we have to cooperate. There's one other matter. A place I'd like to visit on the way to your camp. It's a short walk from here. Follow me. Imagine a capital city being decimated like this overnight. Because some crazy decided to make a tower. Like that. And put a primal there. Turning everyone into murderous zombies. Gillis lingers by the ruins, reluctant to leave and reluctant to stay, unable to move on. Is this your house? Riel pillaged the city. It was not me. Okay.
家だったんだ。うちの家族の。
This is my home. Our home.
テートが崩壊したあの夜、俺はクイントゥス様と同じ場所にいて助かった。けど、うちにはあのラジオはなかったんだ。
At least I was until that night. I was with Lord Quintus when the capital fell, and thus fared. My family, who did not own a radio, were less fortunate. So, the Imperial radio happened to use, instead of quartz, it happened to use some kind of crystal that somewhat negates the effect of the crazy tower over there. So people by the radio managed to not turn into zombies or whatever.
朝になってどうにかここに駆けつけた。研究職の父も母も妹と弟もまだいて。
When dawn came, I made my way here. My parents, my little brother and sister, they were still inside.
だけどもう言葉は届かなくなってた。話しかけたら襲われて。
But they were not themselves, and they tried to, and I had to. Buddy, there's a way to fix them, and you did what?
みんなは帝都を出るはずだったんだ。内戦が収まるまで安全な場所に避難してもらう約束だった。
Had promised to take them away from the capital that very morning, to somewhere safe, to hide until the fighting stopped.
なのに
I promised. 로켓 아닌가요? 로켓 아닙니다.
の旗には民族の団結を示す鎖が描かれてる。
The Garlean flag bears a chain. The bonds between our countrymen.
血色の鎖は犠牲になった同胞たち。彼らも含めてガレマールって国なんだ。でもじゃあこの国がなくなったら死んだ同胞たちが生きてたって証はどこに残る？お前たちみたいに神に祈れたら答えを得られてたのか？
Well, actually, there's a cure for that now. Oh wait, in-game real is INFP, not INTP.
話がそれた。
in-game 리얼은 인프피였네, 인트피가 아니고. I'm sorry, forget I spoke.
寄り道はもう十分だ。派遣団と交渉しに行くぞ。
やっぱりダメね。
もどかしいかもしれないが、彼女の言葉を信じて今はじっと待つとしよう。
Japanese Alphino also has a very, very smooth and deep voice. For his stature, I guess. MGT 내려고 현란하게 MBTI 언급하다가 바로 모르는 리에 뭐 떠요. 모르다뇨. 뭔 소리입니까? 모른 적 없는데.
아, 本当に痛いくらいだ。
クイントゥスさんに聞かれたことを考えてたのよ。どうして帝国の統治を受け入れなかったんだろうって。彼は自分たちと私たちが違うからかって言ってたけど、それを誰より恐れてたのはガレアンの人たちだったんじゃないかと思うの。
What are you saying? They're the same age. I'm going to bonk you.
ギムリとの会談でバリステは全ての人を帝国民にすることで脅威と戦うって宣言したわ。違いをなくして無理やりにでも同じものにしないと 手を組むことはできないって感じてたのかもしれない。強くて寂しい理想だった。彼の思考とする世界に帝国民になれない他者は存在し得なかったのよ。
Ferris at Gimlet said much the same. Only by uniting the world beneath a single standard would we rid ourselves of the actions. United as one people, one race, cleansed of imperfections, a cold and unforgiving vision. And when we fail to live up to their standards, what place is there for us in their world?
でね、お父様に感じた怒りもそういう拒絶に対する憤りだったんじゃないかって。
자막 보고 있거든요. 대사. But the truly sad, truly frustrating thing is how damnably similar it is all to the lofty ideals of Father and the Forum.
争いを避けるのが正しいことだとしても、その方法が周りとのつながりを断つことだなんて全然納得できないわ。だって私たちアリステイもお父様も見限った人たちからこんなに学んで励まされてきたのよ。
Both Emperor Varys and Father looked to their elders for guidance and took their virtues as their own. For this world was of their making, and who else could they place their trust?
そりゃ考えがバラバラでぶつかることもあったけど、それもひっくるめてかけがえのないものだった。否定なんてしたくないし、させたくない。
お父様も軍団長たちも多くの大人も私たちより多くを見聞きしてきているはずだろ。この世には問題が溢れているから効率よくそれらを裁けるようにだんだんと物事の形を整理してしまうんじゃないかな。
Perhaps they've come to see the world as a series of problems and the most efficient way of solving them. To reduce everything to fundamental forms.
風は風、雪は雪、光は光。本当は時々で違った顔を持っていることをきっと気にしなくなっていくんだと思う。
A stone's a stone, a flower, no more than that. Simple descriptions that strip the subject of distinguishing characteristics. A man is a man, divided according to race, creed, allegiance, and to some defined by such associations.
そうなの？
昔の私がそうだったんだ。もちろんそれはたくさんのことを知ったからじゃなく、知った気になったからだったけれどね。今は世界を作る一つ一つのこと、その時々の顔に目を向けられるようになってきたと思う。そうしたらかつて掲げた世界の救済が前よりずっと複雑で難しいものになって、でも前よりずっと成し遂げたいと思えるようになったんだ。
つまり物資を全て置いて領外へと撤退すること、それがキコーラの要求だな。
そうだ。 撤退の時には飛空艇を一つ置いていけ。お前たちが去ったことを確認したら、アルフィノとアリゼーの首輪を外してそれに乗せる。
そっか。私もアルフィノも戦いたいのね。だからお父様の正論にも素直にうなずけなかったんだわ。
So in the end, not even father's expertly worded rhetoric could deter you from your chosen course.
もちろん理不尽な暴力とか誰かを虐げるための武力には賛成しないわよ。
No love for violence, of course, but ours is a cause worth fighting for. I just wish he'd realize too.
でも私たちは本当に大切なもののために命を懸けた人たちを、彼らの戦いを愚かだったなんて思ってない。そして自分も叶えたい未来のために戦いたがってる。これは必ずしも剣や魔法を振るうってことじゃなくて、そうね。
かけがえのないものを大切にして生きることかな。
ええ、きっとそうだわ。アルフィノが世界を良くしたいって思いと共に生きるなら、武器を置いたり置いてもらえるように努力すると思う。けど今テロフォロイを追っているみたいに、力を手に血を流しながら進むこともあるはずよ。どっちも間違いなくアルフィノの戦いだわ。
戦い抜けるだろうか、私に。
できないとか愚かだとか意味がないとかたくさん否定されるでしょうね。そういう言葉って強くて、誰かが出した答えに違うって言った人の方が真に近く見えちゃうものよ。なのに掲げたものを肯定し続けてきた兄のこと、私は強いなって思ってたわよ。
Not that their sophistry has ever wounded you, so stubborn and strong. Stronger than you ever even know.
だから貫けばいいんじゃない？また変な方に連れ始めたら、今度は私がぶん殴って目を覚まさせてあげるわ。
If you stumble, I'll be there to catch you. Or give you a sick ear. Maybe both for good measure.
ありがとう、アリゼ。
Why the sudden te-te between Alze and Alphino? Is this like foreshadowing that they're gonna die? Or not?
偵察隊がアルフィノ殿とアリゼー殿を保護しました。首輪の解除にも無事成功したそうです。
Their collars were removed without complication as
これ
well.
に伴う死傷者はなし。見張りも全員眠らせただけで済みました。
聞いた通りだ。キコーラと我々はこれでまた対等にテーブルにつける。
Left shoulder pad, 20 pounds. Right shoulder pad, 20 pounds.
その上で改めて相談したいことがあるのだ。我々の元に届いたある情報についてクイントゥス殿も交えて話がしたい。
Quintus Donomo.
それは不可能だ。 交渉が失敗した場合についてもすでに指示は受けている。
Now, in the event you rejected our first proposal, we came prepared with a second. What are the lookouts doing? Metal Gear.
我らガレマール帝国軍第一軍団、祖国の頂を守る者。皇帝陛下なき今もこの地はたっとき帝となれば同胞戻り来るまで神明尽きようとも蛮族を廃せよ。
双方待て。
話を聞けって言ってるんだ、バカ。
This child may be the worst emissary I've ever seen. Says Arun. Good thing I never did the Conjure quest line.
先ほどグランドカンパニーエオルゼアより緊急の連絡が入った。アラミ語に第10軍団を中核とする一団が来訪。会談を希望してきたそうだ。
Envoys from the Imperial Army led by members of the 10th Legion. The 10th Legion was one that the first here are waiting for. Came to Alamigo and requested an audience.
曰く彼らは帝都解放を目指して共闘を呼びかけるも、第4、第5、第8、第12軍団とは交渉決裂。
Their efforts to coordinate the reclamation of the capital with the aid of the 4th, 5th, 8th, and 9th. Sorry, 8th and 12th had ended in failure.
軍団が独自路線を突き進み、行進すらままならぬ中で、第10軍団自体が属州兵の大量離反を許し、事実上、継戦能力を喪失。もって、グランドカンパニーエオルゼアに保護を申し入れてきたという。
Unable to continue to fight on their own, they and their allies turned to the Grand Company of Eorzea for aid.
嘘だ。騙されるものか。
いや、事実なのだユルス殿。第10軍団長から第1軍団長に宛てた伝言も預かっている。
Hence has requested that we deliver a message to Lord Quintus.
イルは立たずと。
That the ill stand down.
聞こえてましたか、クイントス様。俺たちはどうすれば。
第10軍団の判断に従う。そう伝えよ。
Yeah, this guy sounds tired. He just wants out of this entire mess. Graham, hello. No Metal Gear here. This is Idolin.
この世は絶望ばかりがすり寄ってきよる。生きたけば生きよう。皆にもそう伝えるがよい。
Release you from your duty, all of you.
バリス陛下、 あなたもさぞ口惜しいでしょうな。
I take solace to your radiance in the knowledge you're not here to witness our debasement.
共に国父のもとでかけ、辺境で身を
Mr. Tim 회장님 니하.
覇者となる夢を見た。
Was a grand, glorious dream we shared.
民の
Oh, the VGM's a little different now.
ただただ強い帝国であらんとした。
Actually got a singing now. Actually has singing now. Of a world united, of peace and prosperity.
しかし、我らはもはや亡霊らしい。
Memories of days gone by.
赤き鎖は縛るやつなぐや。
No, don't do it, buddy. You have so much to live for. Who else is gonna take lead in the rebuilding of Garlemald, if not for a legatus? I'm still gonna call them legatuses. Legatai.
Queen クインテス殿から話が聞けたら、少しでも彼らの不安が取り除けるよう、名士たちにも掛け合ってみようと思うんだ。
まずはちゃんと伝えられるといいわね。
I just hope we get there before he and his men do something
違
rash.
うから話したいんだって。
Oh, is that what he meant by he will not see this bloody chain be tarnished? Keep it bloody. Much and more has occurred since last we met. As for determining what comes next, we must speak with Lord Quintus. 아, 저렇게 빨간 누텔라는 본 적이 없어요. I don't think I've ever seen Nutella that red. Strange bedfellows. With the immediate crisis averted, Lucia seeks to gain a clearer understanding of the present situation. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Well, this is about their biggest force here. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force, the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. Perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. I will steal us back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alfino, Eorzea, and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support, should it be needed. Understood. I wish you could talk to them. Like this Marcellus dude. Who's like, yes! We will destroy those savages. Let's see what Sadu has to say. It was a grave error not to post sentries farther from the camp. Had we seen the Garleans sooner, we could have slain them long before the truce was called. They engaged us on their free will, and deserve to die warriors' deaths, even though I have not forgotten why we are here, and I will stay my hand for now. When the Imperials charged upon us, we were able to avoid any serious injuries from either side. In truth, most of the Garleans were in no condition to fight. Sunken eyes, hollow cheeks. It must have been a long time since they had a decent meal. I'm sure they will be much more amenable to conversation with food in their bellies. Even with their empire in ruins, the Garleans have not lost the will to fight. That strength shall serve them in the days to come. There's yet life in the cold soil. I've just returned from guarding the airship, and now I've got to keep an eye on the captured Imperials. Maybe a bit of chit-chat will help lighten the mood. Oh boy, chit-chat with Lise. Favorite soup? I don't know. 부대찌개, maybe. 감자탕? But those are more stew than soup, I guess. And pursuit of power. Rimmel would like your opinion on something. Oh, just who I was looking for. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rimmel of Ishgard. I've been put in charge of our arrangement with Tapper's Den, you see. However, the very first of the Tappers to come bearing Ceruleum has asked quite a lot of us, if I do say so. They wish for our help in getting Juturna Platform G up and running. The very same platform that's at the head of the Imperial's primary energy pipeline. What's more, he's a Garlean. I was convinced the only engineers left in Tapper's Den were conquered territories. In any case, I'm not qualified to judge the motives of the man. I feel much more at ease if I had someone of your experience helping make the call. I thank you for your willingness to assist. Let us go and speak with the Tapper in question. Then, here is a man. Then, is a man by the name of Appius. 부대찌개랑 감자탕이 스프로 분류돼요. 몰라요. 그래서 아닌가 스튜인가 이랬잖아요. 아마 스튜일걸. 수프가 아니고. Oh yeah, I like French onion soup. I suppose you must be the friend Rimmel wanted to fetch. You have my thanks for getting him to agree to my proposal. Do not misunderstand, I have yet to agree to any such thing. I merely wanted someone else present during our talk. Very well, though I do believe my buffer deal would be a boon to us and the Eorzea contingent alike. I used to work on Juturna Platform G, you see. Juturna? So I know more than most about the facility and its operation. That may be so, but your relation to the facility notwithstanding, why should a Garlean such as yourself still be taking refuge in Tapper's Den? We've been led to believe that the former workers residing there were from other territories. You're right on the technicality, I was a supervisor, rather than your typical staff. When the platform went down, it only seemed right that I stay with my crew. I always thought we were close, but living alongside them in Tapper's Den has made me realize that I took them and their skills for granted. And that's to say nothing of the blind eye I turned to their struggles. That's why I came to you. It's high time I be some real use to them, and everyone else if we're lucky. If we manage to get the platform back in working order, it'll dramatically increase our capacity to pump and refine ceruleum for everyone in the region. Sadly, we're more than a few hands short of a full workforce, not to mention the lack of supplies. Which is precisely where you come in. Help us get things up and running again, and you'll have your share of the ceruleum coming out of the rig. You couldn't come up with a more mutually beneficial arrangement if you tried. So he says, what do you think? He seems trustworthy to me. Seems like a good guy. Trust me, bro. Yes, I've been leaning the same way myself. Ultimately, what he says about the potential benefits is true. Nevertheless, I doubt the higher-ups would assent to this. I suppose that is how it goes when you're dealing with the military times. For what it's worth, I do understand the hesitancy to throw your lot with someone from a hostile nation. Thus, part 2 of my proposal, I shall do you a service to prove myself worthy of the contingent's trust. 대충 탕 구기 스프 포지션, 시계 조림이 스튜 포지션. 그런가? 그런 거 같네요. 탕. 탕. I had a look around the fringes of your camp here before you arrived, and I've spotted a few ceruleum engines in need of repair. If I fix them up, your superiors would be no reason to suspect that I want to see you driven out. Less reason in any case. Assisting us with the use of local technology would go a long way, I'd imagine. That said, I've not heard anything about the ceruleum engines we've scavenged breaking down. It's not as if they're entirely useless yet, but I guarantee they're not running as they should. Give me the opportunity and I can have them working more efficiently and safely. You're welcome to accompany me while I do so. That way you can ensure that I don't get up to anything suspect. Then vouch for me with your superiors. I have no objections. I trust you will sense anything amiss. I'm not an engineer, so I wouldn't know if he does anything funny. Let us begin a proper inspection then. We can get to work as soon as you're ready, Riel. No, I don't think Ocean's is a huge soup. I wouldn't. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. So the ultimate objective is to get the engines running at full capacity. The purpose of this inspection is to work out what parts we'll need. However, I would hate to fumble something and be accused of sabotage. I'd appreciate if you could be the one to lay hands on the devices. Never fear, I'll be right behind you telling you what to look for. If we inspect, say, 3 of them, we should have a decent idea of what needs repair. Lead the way. If you boil it, yes. 거대 해물탕. 맛이 없을 것 같은데. 그냥 소금물이잖아. Petroleum engine. Wait, that's the inspection done? That was quick. Apparently I'm an amazing engineer. Two out of 3. The last one is... maybe inside. Early mentioned. Praise be to your deft hands. I have no idea what our next step ought to be. Oh, I have an idea of what our next step ought to be. So perhaps it would be best to apprise Rimmel know of our progress first. Sun is a thing, but not sure if it's exactly hot. Not at the current distance. Not at 1 AU. How are our engines? Alas, I fear that each of those we examined are guaranteed to break down sooner or later should you continue using them in their current state. Surely you jest. I swear on my integrity as an engineer, you are in dire need of instruction in the proper operation of cerulean engines. You saw the little lamp light up when you touched the switch, correct? That only illuminates if there's an issue with the engine. They were switched off for want of fuel when the settlement was abandoned, no doubt, which prevented them burning out, only to let them freeze solid instead ere you lot turned them on. From the state they're in, I can only assume it didn't occur to you to warm them up first. I notice you have heating technology of your own, but it'll do you no good should the engines to power them break. Now will it? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain from my assistance. 다시마, 멸치, 육수, 생선이 가득한 소금물. 그치만 그 비율이 일반 국에 막 몇 억분의 1 이렇잖아. 맛이 같을 리가, 비슷할 리가. I'm a machinist from frozen climes myself, and what you say sounds plausible enough. Very well, on behalf of the camp, I formally ask you repair the cerulean engines. I suppose that means that I'll be taking responsibility if anything goes wrong, so you may as well use your own 2 hands this time. That's the spirit. I knew you'd come around. we do some side quests while we're here? Feels like I rarely do, or I never do side quests. And some of them are pretty interesting. Maybe after we've finished this quest line. And they're so evil, making you cross this entire map like 5 times. Not even a small map. Oh, my pick was only level 83. Alright, have they already found out yet? Riel and Euless. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What happened? Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he... Oh no, he wouldn't! I hope they're regulars. Tancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, we're I've just this moment spoken with Lucia. We're ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass. Would they be willing to accept our aid? Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach our camp safely. After what happened to his family, the first was all Eula's dad left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow, someone to lead. I do hope the Eorzea contingent actually makes some kind of difference around here. Hey, she was like unwilling to even speak to us before. Oh, this is the potato from Alda, huh? Monk Guild? Rip. Can I speak with the NPCs that I thought were cute? Are they here? They came down here. Maybe in here. Or not. Tell me, where does it hurt? My arm is killing me. Is this her? No, I don't think so, right? Well, unimportant side characters, I guess. Unfortunate. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me with you, please. Well, got the Otherite sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there will be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Oh, I can attune to it finally. I don't have to walk anymore. 결국에는 텔포를 할 수 있다. to employ healing magic now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou can attest from thy experiences at Victor's Spoils. Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate ether with the same suspicion that many Eorzeans do magitech. It's you, the one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much of a difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning, until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate. And I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept. And then a hero comes along. The state of affairs in this corner of the world has left many sick and hungry, and Menu and his daughter not least among them. A moment, good lady. If you've one to spare. My daughter has taken ill with a menace of a cold. She can hardly keep even a bite of her food down. Though, I know that a simple bowl of kasha will be easy on the stomach and be enough to sustain her. Unfortunately, I lack the buckwheat seeds the recipe calls for. The abandoned market ought to have what I require, but I do not fancy my chances in a place so dangerous. Besides, I dare not leave my girl alone for an extended period. This illness of her waxes and wanes from the moment to moment. The last thing I want is to be away when her fever spikes or a coughing fit assails her. Please, could you help? You will? Oh, you're so merciful, kind soul. Here, I shall make you mark on your map where the seeds are like to be found. Giving the containers a thorough once-over should soon yield results. Let's help out the Garleans. A light that never goes out. Spurious is in the mood to brighten this dreary place up, though he lacks the materials necessary to do so. There's nothing about the darkness that just deflates the spirits, wouldn't you say? We have plenty of lights, yes, but they use the same fuel as the heaters, and not freezing to death places somewhat higher on the agenda than making the place look nice. As such, I've taken it upon myself to craft lanterns that use other sorts of fuel. I was once upon a time a technician in the Imperial Army, so provided I have the glassware, I'm more than capable of the task. As for the trouble lies though, such items are in short supply, and while I know we're in the city, we might scrounge up some. I wouldn't dare march into that sea of magitech weaponry. Perhaps you could go in my stead. Just northwest of the station you'll find a tavern and a perfumery. Or what's left of them anyway. Somewhere among the ruins, you should be able to find wares suitable for our lanterns. Your VTuber model looks like it's staring into my soul, maybe not used to it. This is my camera, and this is how I look like. Not my model. And yes, I am staring into all NEA member souls. Better behave. Dawsonus is looking battered and bruised after a scrape with some automated adversary. What do you want? Hold on, you seem rather dexterous sort. Perhaps I can persuade you to take on a task for me. I trust you're aware that cerulean tanks can be salvaged from drowned Magitech weaponry, yeah? Downed Magitech weaponry. Excellent. As it so happens, I've just finished scouting the perimeter of the station, looking for any machina that are not yet completely destroyed. So, my work is done. I thought my work done, but word has reached me that some more machina have recently come to a grounding halt nearby. As much as I would like to investigate this report, I worry that things may not be completely out of commission, that they may have life enough left to strike a killing blow. If you're willing, search the area northwest of the station for dormant war machina, and pilfer their tanks of cerulean for me. See if you can succeed where I've so egregiously failed. Where's the last one? What are you doing down there? Retired Magitech engineer. A Magitech engineer is tinkering with things of a rather dangerous nature. You there, yes you. You can't hide those hands from me. I can tell they've seen their fair share of hard work. So what say you to doing an old engineer a good turn, huh? Little doubt you've noticed the terror these mindless Magitech drones inspire among the people here. All that indiscriminate killing and whatnot will do that, I suppose. I mean to fiddle with those nasty innards, repurpose them to our ends in some manner. Which is where you come in, my new friend. Capture for me an automated Magna rotor. A Sturmit chain ought to be enough to tame the machina menace. Provided you have brought the murderous thing to heel first. Go on with you. Let us see if you've grit enough to bring me what I asked. Nani erasou ni? 이 더러운 걸 본다고? 더 더러운가? 몰랐는데. 그런 영혼이었어? 혹시? There's so many quests here, what the heck? Let's do them all. Princess is dead. P.S. I love you. Why, if it isn't you, the warrior of light herself, the navigator was good to bring you to us. For we've, on our hands, something of a conundrum. One perhaps you can solve for us. It involves this mysterious letter, you see. Not where it came from, Not sure where it came from, suffice to say we found it when we were laying some of the dead to rest. Our thinking is it fell out of one of the deceased pockets. It's only right the missive delivered to the proper hands. The dead need to say their piece, after all. Only thing is, I've been ordered elsewhere, so I can't look into it myself. Do you think you could take it over from me? From me? If you can spare the time, I'd like you to look for this here. I'd like you to look for this here. If you can spare the time, I'd like you to look for this here letter's recipient. This here letters. I guess that makes sense. This here letter's recipient. Bit of a pain, I grant you, but our best and only bet at this point is to ask the locals around the station. See if they've any clues as to who it might be for. 영어판으로 해요. 발음 완전 별로네. Well, if you do manage to find to whom it's addressed, let Ataligo know. I'll make sure to bring her up to speed about everything we've discussed here before I have to move on. 흘리면은 딴 데 가세요. Oh no, there's another one down there. Temple Night. Some like it hot. A temple night at the station has bowls of piping hot soup to deliver, so they are in danger of becoming tepid before reaching the hungry. Oh hey, it's her! I've been looking for her. Good evening, Riel, I say. Is it your stomach which drew you here? For I'm just setting about the business of dispensing meals. So much has transpired in so little time. 'Tis hardly a wonder that so few citizens can sleep for more than a fistful of hours. And that is why I have taken it upon myself to feed these people with an Asgardian soup. One that always helped calm my nerves when I was a child. Though it won't fix all that ails these poor souls, it may prove to be some comfort. Surely here's a rub. Here's a rub, though. I lack the hands needed to see it delivered in a timely manner. Might you assist me? Of course, anything for lovely. You will. You're a hero to the people indeed. Here are 3 bowls of piping hot soup. Did you see that those around the station who appear especially woebegone receive some? Woebegone. Woebegone. That's a lot of quest markers. What in the world's that? For pity's sake, get it away from me. You'll make me sick with that foreign trash you loud scoff. Holy. 여기 방은 미국 동부입니다. 한섭 접속도 안 된. 그 부픈 쓰면 되긴 하는데 굳이? 그리고 이게 글섭이랑 한섭이랑 그게 따로여가지고 정액제가 한섭 하고 싶어도 못해요. 아니 뭐 하려면은 부픈 쓰고 VPN 쓰고 정액제 또 내야지 뭐. It's a recipe from Cold Times. It may be for your liking. Oh, enough. What are you? Some 2-gil salesman? I'll take the damnable thing if it'll shut you up. What a tsundere. 그러니까 굳이? 아니 벌써 글섭 정액 내고 있는데 굳이 한섭까지? Oh my, that is nice, isn't it? And so warm. The hell's you looking at then? I got my food, now off to you. What, afraid I'll run off with a bullet? Are you? I'm not that hard up as to resort to stealing. I can get it back to the cook just fine on my own. What a tsin. 근데 사실 지금 서버는 또 그 뭐냐 글섭 중에 일본 데이터 센터 원래 계획은 한국이나 뭐 일본 버추얼 친구들이랑 같이 팝판 좀 하려고 일부러 이쪽으로 왔는데 좀 더 하기 편하라고. 결국에 파판 같이 한 거는 한 3번? 2번? 지금 에피소드 127번인데 한 2개? 3개? JPDC Weeb. I was just explaining it. You heard me. You know Korean. I think. Pretty sure. Pistachio ice cream. Share some. 아예 친구가 있어야지 같이 하지. I missed most of it. Just got here. Okay. I was saying that I chose the Japanese DC because I wanted to do some streams together with Korean and Japanese VTubers. But out of 127 episodes, I only ended up doing like 3 play-togethers. 아, 그래요? 북미 섭, 유럽 섭, 일본 섭 이렇게 3개가 있습니다. 데이터 센터가. 아니지. 데이터 센터는 3개고 데이터 센터 클러스터는 3개고 데이터 센터는 여러 개지 뭐. 아. 오세아니아도 있구나. 오세아는 장식인가요? 아이 그거 새로 생겨가지고 새로? 2년 전에 1년 전에 새로 생겨가지고 아직도 익숙치가 않습니다. This is copium for not having friends. Yes. No, but yes. A letter without an address or recipient, you say. May I? Forgive me, even a cursory glance makes it plain that this wasn't penned by any relation of mine. I'm sorry I couldn't be more of help to you. Good luck in your search. I'm hungry, guys. What should I have? I did only have 2 meals today. 잠깐 먹을 것 좀 챙겨오겠습니다. 지금 너무 배고파. Maybe I'll bring some, I don't know, cereal, bagel, no clue. I'll check my fridge and my pantry. Big Mac. Not Big Mac, that costs a lot of money. BRB. What? Oh god! Ah! No! Why did it not get pushed? It is thanks to your continued support that the National Alpha Association is able to operate and bring purification zones to Eastern Europe. Thank you. The world awoke from its cyber dream and regained its ambitions for space development. And when the wound from the battle healed, we both joined the Space Force. Oh. Surely this time mailing will open a gold door, right? Surely. I want out of this plane of existence. Mailing, mails. To mails? Oh no, the game's gonna get cancelled in China again if mailing is communicating with any other mails aside from the Shikigan. Oh wait, I'm wearing my clothes every day. Ahem, that was a bad example. Ahem. It's not like I'm naked every day while I'm not streaming. Ahem. Anyway. What did she mean by this? Real confessions? No. No way. Alright. Let me... Maybe just missile spam from far. Oh! How did that land? I quick boosted twice. Someone explain how that landed. Only 6? Embarrassing, I know, right? It's very embarrassing. It's hard to talk about my CPU size outside because it's so underwhelming. It's, yeah, I can't bring it up between other VTubers. That my CPU size is only 6. Laugh at this user, please don't. It's a complex of mine. My CPU size. You can't just talk about it. You can't just make fun of me. It's not about the amount of cores, it's how you use them. Just then, though, a familiar voice reaches my ears. Among the crowd of deviants is an NPC that looks just like Ku. It's writhing in pleasure. I'm well aware that it's not actually Ku. It's just a cheap imitation, and yet I feel an indescribable anger burning up inside me. Ah!
大丈夫。あれは単なる人形だ。気になんかしちゃいない。
Ah! I cut across. Ah! I could have cut across the room swiftly, doing everything I can to ignore it. Riha! This looks lovely. Let's build here. Ah! What the heck? What hit me? You punk! I'm dead. More pizza! Mozart pizza! Bye everyone! Bye! 흙놀이 구경 가면 나는 노란색 문어 어디 한 잔 마셔주면 나는 순갈색 문어 뜨근 깨에 꼬마와 놀면 나는 점박이 문어 밤하늘을 날아가면 나는 어색 찬란한 문어가 되는 거야. 깊은 바닷속은 너무 외로워 또 어둡고 차갑고 때로는 무섭기도 해. Okay, I'm back. 무슨 클립이 나왔길래? I brought the cereal with a sprinkle of protein and a single piece of biscuit. Whenever I play 14 and start reading a lot, yeah, whenever I'm reading a lot, my ear goes all stuffy because of Patulus eustachian tubes. Crumbled up some Biscoff and mixed it into my oatmeal the other day, living lavish Manza Musa mindset. I don't even know what the heck that is. Manza Musa. And I went to an ENT specialist, ear, nose, throat specialist, and they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong. There is something wrong, god dang it. I know there is something wrong. So annoying and I can't do anything about it. King of Mali who owned so much gold, he single-handedly devalued it as a commodity globally by handing it out during his first Hajj pilgrimage. Yeah, no, never heard of him. Is that a fictional person? Of course you wouldn't, broke ass. You're not supposed to point that out, that's not nice. Have you done anything to aid me not become a broke ass? Man, I'm getting bullied by chat here. Now you need to develop your own grind set. And that won't happen with handouts. Give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. teach a man how to eat, how to fish, and he will eat for his life, or whatever. Is that the thing? He's right, you know. You gotta have your CEO grind set. Whenever I don't log into YouTube, you know, if I open up YouTube in incognito or a new browser or something, I always see this one channel recommended. And I just don't want anything to do with it. But because I'm not logged in, I can't like, don't recommend this or don't hide this. Called Memo or something. Memo of a CEO or something like that. And I'm like the thumbnail and the topics titles feel so much like, oh yeah, this is definitely aimed at the mindless masses. Gives them a false sense of hope. Actually, I don't remember what the video is about. I just vaguely remember being mildly off-put and disliking the fact that it's recommended to me. Because I'm not logged in. Well, that hit the spot. An unaddressed letter. Could it be? Quickly, give it here. I knew it. Yes, this is his handwriting, all right. I would know it anywhere. Thank you for bringing it to me. No, wait. Please do not go yet. I'd like a friendly face about me while I read it, if you wouldn't mind. 하나님 니하. We humans have a tendency to become trapped in the past, refusing to move on. I implore you not let this happen. Wait, my controller's unresponsive. It's connected, but it's not clicking. Oh, now it's working. Now is the time for you to look forward and rediscover love and all of the utter joys of life. I can practically hear his serious voice in my ears as I read this. We promised that we would be together until the end of our days, through thick and thin, and yet here I am alone. No matter how dark, there will always come another dawn. We must live for tomorrow. I wouldn't say neither of these. I'd mention her husband, his last words instead. Look to the future and trust that there is always more light ahead. Yes, how right you are. Thank you. I'll take those words to heart. No, don't take them to your heart. They're not really my words. Give my sincerest gratitude, and please give my thanks to the one who found my darling's letter. Irascible citizen. So first you march into our homeland, easy as you please, and now you tell us what foods we're to eat. Oh, that's very rich indeed. But let me tell you something, little weasel. I spit on your charity, you hear? Spit on it. So you can take that soup of yours and stuff it where the sun don't shine. Well, that's not nice. She took the bowl of soup too. What? Oh no, I still have it. Never mind. What is this? Soup? Say? That's very kind of you. It's been far too long since I've had a hot meal. Can't rightly remember the last time. Let me guess, this is the Nishgardian recipe, isn't it? My mother used to make something similar once upon a time. It was a red soup well known in these parts. Thank you for bringing me this reminder of happier days. Days I hope to see you return to our country. Well, we have one bowl remaining. Ah, there you are. So how did you fare? Did you manage to deliver the soup where asked? Like asked? Oh, turned away by one surly citizen. That's unfortunate. Although not entirely surprising, the people here have been through more than most. Not a stranger entirely, and tired to their pain. When Ishgard was in dire straits, I too found myself fatigued beyond measure, my spirits in the doldrums. I was hanging on by a quickly unraveling thread itself, and hope was nothing more than a risible dream. But it was at the holy stables when a woman, one I had never before met, offered me a simple bowl of soup. I was in such a dark, foul mood at the time, but one sip was enough to turn my whole world around. I felt alive again, like I had perfect once more. I thought to emulate the charity, do for these people what that kindly lady did for me. But you know what they say, even the best laid plans and all that. Well, I won't let one fractious local dampen my spirit. I'm only sorry you had to deal with them. Please don't go. Talk to me more. Judging by that look on your face, you found a citizen for whom the letter was intended. That's a relief. people here have witnessed unspeakable horrors, forced to live through the tragic deaths of loved ones. Little wonder their spirits are so broken. If only there were some magic spell capable of healing shattered hurts and shattered hurts. I'd be only too happy to cast it for them. But alas, only time can heal such. And until they recovered, we must offer our support. Stand with them during these trying times. I wish I could provide more. At any rate, your help was much appreciated, thank you. Azure-haired woman. Ooh, she is cute. A woman with startling blue hair is in search of her son. Oh no, she's married. Oh wait, but husband! Her husband might be... Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen a little boy with hair a similar shade to mine? He's my son, and I can't find him anywhere. It all started when I told him we ought to seek refuge in your encampment, and he started wailing and sobbing like I'd never seen. The next thing I knew, he was running hell for leather, goodness knows where. I'm worried he may have left the station altogether, and the streets above are rife with danger. Please, could you come? Could you find him for me? Oh, you will. Bless your heart. I know my son. He's probably tried to return to our house on the north. A Palladium Novum. Try there first before anywhere. He'll be easy to recognize, I should think. What was the color of his hair and all? Sick beha. Actually, that's kind of funny. Her top that she's wearing is Eorzea design. Want ice cream? Yes, please. I love ice cream. Oh, hey, that's our mole delegate. Nice, we have quests both of them. One of the mole delegates seeks the aid of someone brave enough to wade through the terrors of the city. Thank goodness you're here. We've just received an urgent request for aid from one of our own via Link Pearl. Alas, we could not make out their location, though it sounded as if they were in the throes of a fearsome struggle. We've sent out scouts to ascertain his whereabouts, but they are few in number. Might you aid in their effort? Of course. Production Zonic, welcome to the National Elf Association, thank you. Your cooperation is much appreciated. I bid you begin your search near the Cenaculum Imperialis. Our fellows have yet to explore it. Should any tempered Imperial forces attempt to waylay you, I ask that you merely subdue them, not kill them. To that end, I offer you this powder. It shall render any hostile immobile for a time. Medicine container. Alack, there appears to be no sign of this feed, but you did come across a box of medicinal supplies. Hola! Sorry, I don't know Spanish. I know how to say I don't speak Spanish, but that's it. Crate with spirit bottles. Well, that sounds important. Great perfume bottles. Okay. Excellent. Or Machina. You retrieve a tank containing a small amount of beryllium. Wait, is it Machina or Machina? Thunk. Surprised that doesn't trigger that one. Aggro that one, I mean. The CH is a bait. Alright, can I de-aggro that one? You'll be far enough. No? Oh yes I am. Another block street. Who are you? Your mother asked me to pick you up. Mother sent you? Tell her I won't go to the enemy's camp. I'm going home. Your home's destroyed, kid. Come back! It is a hard consonant. War Machina. Whoa, we all dropping the hard CH. Ke. Cha. Stop following me. Once again, the boy with the sky blue hair has taken flight and will likely be looking over his shoulder for signs of trouble from now on. With a weary sigh, you resume the hunt. Follow the boy. Just your imagination. I'm going home no matter what. Must have been the wind. Perhaps I lost her. He's gonna run now. Must have been the wind. Or not. Doesn't run. Ah, he spotted me! Ah, this quest is stupid! I don't even know why they give you like a donut or like a range on his detection range or whatever. Because clearly he sees beyond that. I wonder if I can ride my bike. Yeah, it was beyond the donut. Beyond the range of that circle. He saw me anyway. Like, if I go out, he'll see me, even though I'm beyond the circle. I like them because they're kind of different, and it's not actually annoying. Or the system a little better implemented. Like here, if I go out here, he'll see me, even though I'm behind the thing. Or beyond the range. Look at that. So if they actually did that correctly, implemented that correctly, I think it'd be fine. Your physical distance, of course he can see beyond it. Whoops. Accidentally dropped it on her. My bad. Oh, you mean like... Okay. Not his spotting range, but like you have to be at least that far from him, is what you mean. I see. I think she's also failing this. Alright, I'll take my bike instead. Yeah, we're doing the same mission. This is so funny. Well, what's the point of a stealth mission if you can't go for a neck break or set up as a sniper? You aren't supposed to kill the boy, you have to bring him back to the mother. This is actually so funny, we're doing the same quest right here. Bro doesn't want to live, just let him be. Am I too far if I stay behind this tower instead? Because dodging him is kind of annoying. With a delay from the server. Must have been the wind. Can I go yet? This can't be. Oh, he's finally done. Duty complete! No, our helmet is here, right here. You again, leave me alone. I'm staying here to build a new house. Bigger and better than the old one. The child has escaped yet again. Yeah, okay, dumbass. Install your own water and heat. Idiot. Do you even know how to insulate? Amateur, shake my head. Wow, you're so harsh on a kid. He just doesn't know, okay? Why do you care so much? We're enemies, remember? Why are you trying to help me? How would your mother feel if something were to happen to you? Don't care what you say, we don't need your help. But mother's worried I should go back to the station. 같은 quest. I think she's doing the same quest here. I'll just go the going the opposite direction so that we're not hunting in the same grounds. Yeah, actually, so before you came here, when I was picking up the quest from his mother's also wearing the Alliance set. I'm like, that's so funny because that's from Eorzea. That's an Eorzean design. (353) to the west. Alright, where's the Match Tech Rotor? Did the RLS kill them all? Oh, that one looks like nope, that's 8. I can't believe it, not a single mob. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, I'm supposed to capture a weakened one. Damn it. Alright, there's another one. Let's go. This time for sure. Invalid target. Oh, it's this one. Nice. Wounded soldier. Interrupted. Why? Search for the wounded soldier and subdue hostile Imperials with the numbing powder. How come? I guess I have to completely beat them down. There we go. I certainly did not expect you, of all people, to come to my rescue. And you arrived just in the nick of time. If you come any later, I fear you may have been forced to carry a load of dead weight back to camp. I was on my rounds when I heard what I assumed to be a refugee crying for help. I made to aid the poor soul when some Imperial wretch set upon me. Looking at it with a more critical eye, the refugee may have been nothing but bait for a trap. My head was muddled from the chaos of it all, but I swear I heard a man speak the name Lord Nerva. If my ears did not deceive me, this would mean remnants of the 3rd Legion are still abroad. They perhaps aim to fleece us both provisions and arms. That deserter must be brought in for questioning before the effect of the compound of yours wears off. I shall return to the station at once to report in and ensure that our forces have captured Crandrel. Oh, that's it. That's it for all the quests out this way. 395 Southwest. Let's go get it. $281. And then we can teleport back to the base. Actually, no, let's just ride the bike there. Is that Odin? Is that like Match Tech Odin? Automated cavalry. Neat. Oh, that mouse is a little scary. Damn, that's like the first time doing all the quests on the map. If we do the Camp Broken Glass ones too. Thunk. Three quest areas. Dormant or Machina. Machina. Lag. Beryllium tank is completely empty. Completely empty. There's no sign of any seeds in the area, however, during your search, you stumble upon a stuffed toy bear. The owner could be looking for that. Food stuff container. You're met with a congeries of seeds. Some are too soft, some are too hard. But these seem just right. Dormant War Machina. You're under attack. Not anymore. get Pictomancy'd. Is that it? What was I getting for the mole delegate? Oh, the scout, I think. Here you are, Riel. I have been awaiting your return. Our comrade reported in just moments ago, and I have heard it all. Not only did you save him from the hands of the Imperial, but you provided us with an opportunity for his capture. The man I sent out to apprehend that blackguard have sent word that he is not in fact tempered as we had assumed. Rather, he's one of the many who are determined to fight until the bitter end. As invaders in their lands, we've drawn their ire. I have my fair share of misgivings about any who fight under the Imperial standard, but considering the circumstance, surely it would be in the interest of both parties to lay down our weapons, to make at least an attempt at cooperation. But such idle musings can be saved for less troublous times, I suppose. Oh yes, how foolish of me. I nearly forgot. The fellow you saved earlier, he asked me to give you this as a thank for your help. Yeah, look, her. She also has a lion's top. Oh, what the? I was wondering when I would see you again. I'm happy to report my son has returned. Poor creature. You should have seen him. Tears pouring down his little cheeks, crying his apologies to me. I know that you were the one who found him. Though he didn't mention a word of it to me. I almost couldn't believe my ears when he said he wouldn't mind moving to your camp. Dead against it only hours ago. What have happened, I wonder? What? He was attacked? By the horrid Magitech, you say? Goodness, that must be quite a shock for my little man. Thank you for coming to his rescue. There is a salutary lesson to be gained from all this, though. One that I hope he retains. Do not scorn a proffered hand when one is in need. Whether that hand be friend or foes. At any rate, I thank you for finding him. Not much, but please, I insist. It's not much, but please. And she just gives me an ether current. Are you a wizard? Alright, after handing all these quests in and finishing the current main quest, I'm gonna call it a night. There you are, and none the worse for wear. Oh, that look on your face. I take it to mean you found peace then. You have, how wonderful. This ought to brighten my daughter's spirits, and hopefully entice her to put a bit of food in her belly. Well, look at all you've brought. Medicine, a toy bear? But I did not even ask, and yet. Goodness, I'm so touched. You're too kind, truly. My life lately, if one can't even call that, being consumed by concern. Concern for my daughter's safety. Where our next meal will come from. But your good deed today was a bright spot in these bleak times. The tell you the truth, you're not the first to show us unexpected compassion. Being from the provinces, I fear the Garleans here would turn us away, but they offered us food and shelter. If it were not for them, we may not be alive today. And now we owe a debt of gratitude to you and your contingent. Thanks to you, my daughter will grow strong yet again. Of this I'm sure. While I can't offer much, I want you to have this. And I'll not take no for an answer. Food. King crab cake. Where did you find a king crab? Good. Good to see you return, and unharmed at that. How did your search go? Well, I hope. Here's your bottles. Let's see here. An old bottle of spirits, so not a drop left to drink. A pity that. Anyhow, the size is perfect for my purposes. Now, what do we have here? Perfume bottle. We touch on the small side. No getting around that, but useful in its own way. Oh, smell that? It's managed to retain some of its scent. I imagine the aroma will produce once we've added the heat. As you know, for the Garleans, the flame is all. It is said that when our ancestors first arrived in this blighted frigid land, they lived long in darkness, unable to breathe fire into their world. What they lacked in magic, though, they made up for in guile. They took what fat and oils they could from the animals of these wilds and chased away their shadows, until, of course, they at last learned to extract ceruleum from cerulean engines. But like those first settlers before me, I'll carve out a bright spot of hope in this darkness with these lanterns. Thank you for all you've done, truly. Level up! I've learned enhanced much. Increases movement speed after executing smudge. Oh, it gives me sprint for 5 seconds after smudging. Isn't that nice? Perfect for questing. Boy, just look at you, not so much as a scratch. Now then, have you the thanks I requested? I knew it'd come through. Without this ceruleum, we might well have frozen to death. There may not be much, but we're grateful for it, believe me. Still, what we have here is but a small bandage atop a very large wound. While this amount of fuel is only a stopgap measure, its discovery means that more can likely be found farther afield. If I'm to be honest, I often find myself wishing for a savior. One who will lead us into more promising times as Emperor Solus once did. Someone who might pluck us from this sad lot. But no man or woman as great as he will ever appear again, at least not in our lifetimes. No, we've only to rely on ourselves now. Build our fallen cities back brick by brick, stone by stone. Brick by brick, stone by stone. It'll prove a grueling task, one that will take us years. Just thinking about it makes my head spin. But you've shown me that if we all pull our weight, it's not so unrealistic a goal. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving me the courage to go on. So, you've returned, and a great deal sooner than I assumed. Well, have you captured for me what I asked? Yes, this is it! This is the most impressive specimen. Would you not agree? Crafted in Girabania, moves as if wrought from flesh and bone, not of metal and screws. It's a monument to Garlean ingenuity and innovation. And I should know I had a hand in its inception. Alas, it was to be my swan song. Once Alamigo fell, I returned to Garlemald to languish in retirement until the end of my days. I thought that would be the end of my story. But my life has been granted a new chapter in the form of an acquaintance newly made. A flaxen-haired man taught me all manner of ancient alien technologies. Flaxen-haired man. Nero? And it is through this newfound wisdom I shall craft magitech capable of independence on, equipped with cognition to rival mankind's. Though the Empire is in ruins, I shall not go quietly into that dying light. I have the luxury of time, no ticking clock to war against. I'll take all the hours afforded me, craft a machine of such magnificence, my genius cannot be gainsaid. Machines with thoughts and emotions call their own. And beside myself was the excitement. Oh, what a brave new world we were soon to set foot into. My friend, how lucky you are to know you aided in this nativity. I was right to turn to you, with my most sincere gratitude. And the main quest. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass. What we'd hoped to talk about was Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any other refugees willing to come to our camp? Thanks to 12. Thanks to 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempers stalking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's chain, courtesy of our lemons and friends. Let's save it for the temper, though. I'll make a few points. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at the camp. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if a safe passage to our camp they need, I'll gladly oblige. .4 points. What's in this corner here? Oh, no way! Doesn't seem like there's much in this corner. Alright, time to feed up some Imperials again. Wild Tiger up here. Go to capture this one too. No. I have bad news, you're playing myhouse.wad. What is myhouse.wad? Is it on Game Pass? Is it free? Ah, another Doom. Why? If it's horror, I ain't playing it. I'm refunding you. I've had enough of Doom horror. Also, you're legally required to get the true end. Actually, I only need to play 2.5 hours of it. And actually, if it's horror, I'm just gonna drop it and give you back your 75,000 and you can order something else. How much in horror is this? No, it is horror. I stay so. Therefore it was. I knew I should have ended the stream earlier. This is what I get for streaming still. Maybe if you sell the game to me. But I still probably wouldn't play it. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a thief who went down without much fight. Tempered proved somewhat troublesome. Those changed keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. That taken care of, to gather a few supplies and then return to the situation. While I see to that, do you mind apprising Lydia of her progress? As it appears, I have some rather pertinent information for our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first, and all that. Jim too wad about a guy's house. Yeah, no. Sounds like a recipe for horror. Uh-uh. Okay, here's the end of the quest. I realized I was informed of Quintus's suicide. Oh no, I said the word. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What are the refugees? I'm told some were receptive of our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. FC and Jocelyn Carmen can vouch for me. My house at WAD is great. No. I don't like playing super crusty old games. They don't feel good. But so many did not hesitate to accept proof how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They'll be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees. Perfidy notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his slide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I didn't know the man, or his heart. His reasons, novel or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up the mess. Don't like crusty old games. Old VN 14 CS2. CS2 is from last year. 14 is from 2013. Old VN is from 2009. Doom is from before 2000. Real hate great games. I do. I truly do. My house.wad is one of the most YouTube viral mod game. Well, I guess I'm not showing the YouTube viral train. Ash was okay. I didn't like the controls. I don't like Doom 2's sprite system that looks weird when you look up or down. It makes enemies hard to hit. If you remake my house.wad using Source Engine or something, I'll play it. Riel wouldn't know, you know, if it hit her in the face. Yeah, no, probably not. Anyway, it is 1 a.m. I think. 1:30 a.m. So that's it for me. 아이고 아이고. 공포는 아닌데 좀 요즘 주머 취향의 뒷설정 유추 캐는 게임이라서 늙은이가 하기엔 좀 번거로울 것 같아. Cousin Kerman says it's not a horror game, but it's a bit Zoomer taste. Looking up or trying to figure out the backstory and all that. So it's probably too difficult for a boomer like Riel. Yeah, boomer here. I'm not gonna play it then. I mean, I wasn't gonna play it anyway, but yeah. I'll refund the points right now. Since I'm logged into it. Where was it? Check my head. Keep on shaking. Don't worry where the refund is. Channel point. Review request. Now I gotta find a true Kusoge for real to play. 아니 그럼 환불해야지. 그럼 먹어요 이걸? 참네. Alright, I've returned your points. Alright, thanks for coming everyone. As I said, there may or may not, probably not, be a Make Music episode 5 tomorrow. Can I redeem the Bongchang-dong Ghost comic? No, cause no scary or horror redeems. Bye! No raid, but Rhinus is streaming apparently. If you want to go to Rhinus. Bye! It is worth a shot. Nuh-uh.